Now on Fast and Loud.
That's pretty stupid.
Hot rod hunter Richard Rawlings and master mechanic Aaron Kaufman get saddled with a truckload of trouble after Richard goes overboard at an auction.
It's called Richard drank a little too much and spent too much money.
Now he's got to pay the piper.
I got a week. I can get rid of these cars. We'll be all right.
Okay, I'm holding you to it. 1 week, 5 cars.
First up, this stuffy 81 Rolls-Royce. But this English car's giving these Texas boys fits.
Whoever designed this, they either fired him or gave him a Medal of Honor.
Pushing Aaron to his limits.
I thought you were the master of everything automotive.
I have never claimed to be a master of this, nor do I ever want to be.
Meanwhile, the big monkey's got 4 more cars to flip, and things aren't looking good.
I can see the price coming down.
With the whole song and dance brewing into one costly hangover.
What does that look like to you?
It doesn't mean the party's over.
Somebody had sex on this car.
Still don't like it.
Last weekend, I was at the Auburn auction, and I bought like 5 cars, but I don't really remember what all they are. I don't remember which ones I bought.
These just flippers or what?
This is called Richard drank a little too much at the auction and spent too much money. I know one of them's a Rolls-Royce, and I know it's going to be kind of cool when we get done with it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the big one. We'll take that to leak auction this weekend. I'm going to make that Rolls-Royce the Employee of the Month car. So when I'm at the auction and the cars start going cheap, you gotta buy. That's where you make your money. You make your money when you buy a car, not when you sell a car. So when that Cobra replica car rolled across for like 23 grand, you gotta buy that. I mean, that's a $30,000, $35,000 car all day long. I thought I had another Rolls Royce.
I thought you said you bought 2 Rolls Royces.
I thought I did.
That's when you know you're drunk. When you actually thought you bought 2 Rolls Royces. You said there's 5 cars coming, 2 Rolls Royce. We got 5.
I thought I bought another Rolls Royce. Okay, so I might have overdone it a little bit. But the other 3 cars I got, well, they're pretty cool. 29 Model A, all original and clean. The Bonneville Salt Flat car, really, really unique. And the Hudson Essex, that's a pretty cool little coupe, and it's really rare.
Straighten her out.
The Rolls Royce, it's gonna need a little bit of attitude, but the other ones, I gotta just wipe them down and get them sold. I know I got a good deal on these cars, I just gotta free up the cash. Why is everybody just standing around my Rolls? You know y'all digging this ride. You need to be
We're
cruising
pretty
this.
stoked on the Employee of the Month program where you get a preferred parking spot as well as a preferred vehicle.
We're not doing that.
Why not?
No, I'm canceling the employee program as of now. I got 7 days before the lake auction here in Dallas. I just want to do something with this, pimp it out. I don't know, make it crazy.
Why are we working on a Rolls Royce?
Because
We're a hot rod shop.
Because I was having a little fun at another auction and ended up buying this piece of crap, and I don't know why. This is one that I actually don't even have a plan on, okay? I only got 10 grand in it. Just do something to make it kind of stand out and be a little bit different. It's a freaking Rolls Royce for that. It's got 2 R's on it. RR.
Really wrong.
Yeah, you can't spell, man.
We get rid of the hubcaps and we slam it. I think it's a good starting point.
Wah, wah.
All right, here's the deal. So we don't have to argue, and I don't have to get my blood pressure all up and get all pissy. Y'all got 7 days, do whatever the heck you want to it. Just make sure that it increases the value so I can sell it, because I'm gonna sell it at no reserve and let it rip.
What's our budget?
Let's call it 5 grand.
So you think this car will be worth 15 grand?
Yeah.
When we're done.
Yeah. Why you gotta be like that?
I don't know, I'm ready to slam it.
I think you can do something to this pretty easy. So why don't y'all just get after it? Just make it crazy. Oh, break it. Hey, give me that. It's got 2 R's on it.
You said we could do whatever
Yeah,
we
I'm
want.
putting that on my office. See y'all. A little goes a long way on this one. Back in the 80s, you know, the greed is good decade when the cell phones were like the size of a shoe. The Rolls Royce, that was the car for the super rich guy who had everything. You know, a guy like Donald Trump or that dude from the movie Wall Street. The guy who bought an 81 Rolls Royce today is a different animal. It's what I call a troll. Totally, ridiculously obsessed with living large.
Let's rack it over there.
Out of all the cars for him to give us free reign on, we get an 81 Rolls Royce.
I can still hear you bitching, Casey.
Shut up!
Richard, we need to talk.
What's the problemo?
Well, you bought 5 cars, spent over 90 grand. When we have some big bills coming up like we do, payroll, electricity, can't have you going to auctions getting drunk buying cars.
It's worked for 10, 11 years now. I think all those cars make money. I think I can make probably 15 to 20% on the lot.
Okay, so when are you gonna replace that 90-something thousand?
As soon as Tony gets them up on the interweb and gets them for sale. Is that gonna bother us for a while, or are we all right?
It's all a matter of how quick you do it.
Am I in trouble of like being at 0, or are we just low?
We're just low. High overhead.
Well, that's because we got a bunch of employees out there that don't do a whole bunch.
Really, Richard?
Yeah,
You're the only one that works?
yeah. And then there's the girl that's over here in this office across there. Oh, that's you.
Okay.
So basically, Daphne keeps an eye on the money. She says I got a week's worth right now if I don't get rid of some cars. Only problem is flipping them usually takes a little time, and that's apparently one thing I don't have a lot of right now. All right, list this salt flat car, it's ready to go. List the Hudson, it's ready to go. Don't ever say Richard R. Rawlings backs away from a challenge. Flip 5 cars in a week? That's no problem. Game's on. If I got a week, I can get rid of these cars, we'll be all right.
Okay, I'm holding you to it. 1 week, 5 cars.
Yeah, so back to whatever it is that you do in your hole.
All right, going back to the dungeon.
Thanks. So nice having family work here.
Love you.
Don't ever say that at work.
As usual, we're having to save Richard from himself. You know, I actually kind of like the car. Just sits too high and the wheels are, well, they're just a bit too 1981.
Hey, you're slowing us up, man. We only got 7 days.
I want to get this car so low you can use it as a nutcracker. Put doves all the way around, you got yourself a one-of-a-kind hemp mobile. But before we can even get this Rolls tore down, I've already noticed a few odd things about it. For instance, the wheels. Most cars have lug nuts that are right-hand thread on all 4 wheels. No, not on this Rolls-Royce.
Oh, it's because they're backwards. That's weird.
The driver's side lug nuts are left-hand thread.
Hey, check that out.
You see, someone had a theory that if the lug nuts unscrewed the same direction the tire was rotating, that they'd come off.
That is too funny.
Turns out this is totally untrue. In fact, it doesn't make much difference at all, except for to confuse Dustin, basically.
That's definitely going to be an issue. It's the bolt pattern and the flange, everything. This is pretty strange.
This has an extraordinarily weird bolt pattern.
6 times 25.4.
I don't know of anything else that has this bolt pattern. The hub bore is massive. The offset is strange. So everything about this is weird. I can tell you right now, getting wheels is absolutely going to be a nightmare. The brakes are really strange. The hub's really strange. If this is any indication of the rest of the build, it's going to be strange.
Okay, so we got a plan on the Rolls-Royce. Now we just got to deal with all the rest of the cars that I got at that auction. They all must have looked pretty good through my beer haze when I was bidding on them, but that doesn't mean squat right now if they don't bring the money. At least I feel pretty good about this one because anyone who knows anything about drag racing, well, they should recognize this car. Y'all know about the Bonneville Salt Flats. I mean, it's like the biggest racetrack in the world. It's all about setting speed records, and a lot of them were broken in the 50s. The Chrisman brothers ran a modified 30 Model A that ran like a bat out of hell. They got it to go 198 miles an hour, and then they sold it. And in the hot rod world, it's a legend. Anyone that had that car would be sitting pretty right now because it's worth probably $500,000, baby. But this car isn't that car. This is a replica, tribute, clone thing car. But it's still got all the correct vintage parts, which makes it worth some money. And I only paid like 27, 28 grand for it, and at that money, who wouldn't want this thing? Don't you just love it?
Well, maybe not that much emotion.
It's goofy. I mean, there's parts of it that are cool and parts of it that are kind of a little silly.
Yeah, but it's pretty color.
It'll make a few dollars. We'll just stick it on the internet and boom, make some casheronis. You think I can get 35 grand out of it?
Oh, I'm not the guy that would buy it, but it's a custom Model A, and
I can just tell them, runs, drives, does what it's supposed to do. Here you go.
we're not sure what it's supposed to do is, but
I like it.
it says race car all over it.
So my buddy Dennis went out and bought himself another Ferrari, and he didn't really want to tell the wife just yet, so he's got it sitting over here at my shop. That's a $400,000 car. I'm walking by the Ferrari, and I'm seeing smudges all over it, and that concerns me because these aren't fingerprints. I don't even like where my mind is going right now with this. What does that look like to you?
What part? You talking about the spot that looks like a pair of
Dude, what I'm looking at from here is like forearms, fingers, and that's definitely either or an ass print.
I see jeans.
It looks like jeans. It's ass.
Dude, somebody had sex on this car. Yeah, this is not right. I can't believe one of you guys did this. Somebody's gonna get killed.
Wasn't me.
Well, it's gotta be one of you guys. This is Dennis's car. This thing gets all scratched up, it will kill me. That's not good. You can't have this stuff going on. Dadgummit, man, I can't Got the new camera system. Watch, I'm gonna find out who did this.
Can you look back that
Somebody's getting in trouble. I'm gonna find out now.
far? Can't believe we're not allowed to have sex at G&G.
Coming up on Fast and Loud,
Wait a minute.
Detective Richard cracks the case.
Out.
And the first car he tries to flip won't even turn over.
I can see the price coming down.
So Dennis dropped his car off a few days ago, and I just found some smudges on it. And they're not just regular smudges. I mean, these are the kind of smudges that two people make when they're... yeah. You know, when you have a business like this, you got to keep a watchful eye on it. So if this was one of my monkeys that was doing this on Dennis's car, they're fixing to get busted. Idiots. What? Are you kidding? Out. What the hell? Casey, Kiki. It was the maids just leaning on it. Dennis's $400,000 Ferrari. And now they're getting in like all the cars. Look, oh my gosh, she just stepped on the door.
Stepped on the door.
Unbelievable.
Wasn't us. Told you.
Yeah.
Christy, call the maids. I need to talk to them.
You might be wondering what's going on. Well, simple. Richard needs his car done in a couple days. He's already commissioned it for an auction, but he has to make it look cool. Being an 81 Rolls-Royce, the Troll's choice, it needed to ride smooth. So we have our resident hobbit here working on the rear suspension. We've already removed the rear coil springs to replace it with these airbags, which since Richard has put us on a tight time frame, we have to get the car done soon. Our boys down at Extensive got this stuff out overnight, bags in hand, Troll at work, Rolls-Royce on its way.
We're gonna go ahead and slam the car, meaning lower the car. So we took the coil spring out and we replaced it with a air spring. An air spring doesn't fit in a coil bucket. So what you're doing is actually making a spring bracket or an air spring bracket to bolt right into the old coil bucket.
Dustin, special delivery.
What? Oh, sweet. Check these bad boys. Oh, dang, those things are tight.
Talked to Aaron about the wheels for this Rolls-Royce. Not too many people are putting wheels in these cars these days. Normal companies that do make wheels are very expensive. One of our vendors just happened to have a set. Guy had a set of wheels custom drilled for this car, ended up not buying the wheels. They've been sitting on them for a year.
Man, you're taking it back old school.
20s.
Sweet. This calls for a sweet little dance, son. Oh,
Let you have that.
I'll dust these off. Ah, these are tight.
So when I picked up that 1930s Model A at the Auburn auction, you know, the one that was modified to look like Chrisman Brothers' Bonneville salt flat car, at 25, 26 grand, I'm like, I'll take that. I thought it was a steal. Well, again, Richard screwed up. Obviously, I've been watching the market on imitation salt flat racers, and it's gone down a little bit in the last few years. I was hoping to flip it for at least 35K, but now I realize I have to play my cards right to even get half that. And so far, I've only found one guy who's even interested. Here we go, Ed. This is our 1931-ish Model A salt track car that I had up on the web there that you called me about. So you drove all the way in from Alabama?
Yeah, not too far from Talladega.
Well, I hope you brought some cash, man. This thing's a really, really cool car. It's set up to be reminiscent of the salt flat car, but it's street legal, ready to rock and roll.
I'm Ed Foster. I'm an engineer by trade, and just like anything mechanical, I keep up with Gas Monkey Garage, and I saw this Model A Ford. It's fixed up like a Bonneville race car, and I'm always interested in anything fast.
Should fire up. Golly.
I can see the price coming down. First thing Richard did, he got in and started pumping the gas pedal and flooded it. Never fails.
Yeah, I know.
So it took a little while to crank. Oh, there you go.
Bam.
There you go.
See? Running. You can't even hear it.
No, that's real smooth.
The hood is an actual 40 model Ford hood, and it's all steel. They sectioned it together and then louvered it. There's some pretty good work on this car.
I can point out a few things that aren't, perfect show quality.
Well, no, don't point those out. I don't care about those. I just bought it to resell it, and
Where are you at?
I'm thinking 30 grand.
Well, I'm more in the 20.
20?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do that.
I mean, I'm just a working man. You know, I don't have my own garage.
Yeah, you don't get one of those. It sucks. 20 grand's too cheap. I'm thinking I'll come down to 25. I mean,
You're getting in my ballpark.
well, I'm losing money there.
How about if we split it? Maybe 23.
Golly.
23.2.
Where in the world did that number come from? We're gonna do like 22, 192.5.
If I can get you down another $1, I'll try.
I really wanted to get more for this car, but I'm not gonna find a whole lot of people interested in a car like this. I gotta get rid of all 5 cars by the end of the week, so, all right, 23.2?
Yeah. Or 22.3.
No, 23.2. Don't be confusing me, man.
All right,
Let's get Chrissy to do some paperwork and get you out of here.
I probably lowballed him a little bit, but I think I got a good deal, and I'm looking forward to getting it on the trailer and getting it home playing with it.
We'll get you back to Alabama. And Gas Monkey, whoa, loses today.
While Dustin goes to town on the air ride for the Rolls-Royce, I've been making new struts for the front. This is what we had, and it wasn't gonna work very well for us. It's big, it's long, and, well, it's not gonna work. I'm having to Frankenstein something together. From a set of smaller shocks off a Jeep Commander, I made a pair of receivers to mount to the bottom of the shocks. Then we're gonna put a stick on the bottom of it, put the ball joint on the bottom of that, and, well, gosh darn it, we might have a strut that'll work after we put an airbag on top of it. Right now, though, it's time to get the wheels on that John found and see how they look.
American racing wheels on a Rolls?
Or is this the steel wheels? I think congratulations are in order for John for finding the only set of wheels in the country for this
Those
car.
are hideous.
They probably were for this car.
I don't know. Those are pretty hideous. How low is it gonna get?
Tucks the rim all the way around. So it should work out really, really nice.
Look at that. All right, so I got a bagged Rolls. It's gonna sit low. What else? I mean, it's I don't know if that's enough.
I think that's pretty big step.
You
No,
know,
but it's got to be a little over the top, a little crazy. I mean, I'm just selling it at the auction. for
Leopard
fun.
interior and put a supercharger on it.
Leopard interior?
Yeah.
No. It's got to be something radical, and that's what you're thinking of. You come up with it. This is going to be a car somebody's going to buy for fun. I need to make profit on it, but we also only have a couple of days. The idea of air ride is badass, but those are hideous. I love it.
We're gonna put these on your Mustang.
No, you're not. Don't touch my Mustang, ever.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, Richard is tempted by a buyer with a little green.
How'd you get in that thing? Where's the doorknob?
So later, he can afford the finer things in life.
I told the guys I really wanted this Rolls-Royce pretty tricked out, and they were starting to run out of ideas, so Richard had to step in and come up with the idea that's gonna kick this car right over the edge.
Right about here.
Moonroof. Looking at stars. We're done to go up here?
No.
Why?
Because, where are you gonna ride in this thing?
I'll be in the back seat chilling.
Yeah, because you got a driver up here you don't really care about. You're paying this dude to drive you around.
All right.
You need the amenities. Sit back here with your significant other.
This lot would be the coolest 81 Rolls-Royce ever.
Thank you. Thank you. It might be
See?
the coolest one ever. Doesn't make it cool.
Oh, dude, you live in Burleson. You'd be driving this around. You'd be like king of the town.
This is your domain right here. This is Dallas. Dallas all over the place.
All right, cool. Let's get this thing on the ground and be done.
All right. So today I've been given the task of cutting the roof on the Troll's Choice here.
Troll's Choice.
Troll's Choice?
Troll's Choice.
Troll's Choice. Oh, great. 900 miles of sound editing material now. First things first, I gotta get the headliner out, mark the top, and hopefully make one cut, the right spot.
So this car has vinyl pin straps on it, which are kind of tacky. So Aaron wants to pull the old straps off and paint them on, and he asked me to do it. I'm gonna kind of cheat and run a tape line on the bottom and freehand a straight red strap down the two-tone. In theory, I don't know if it's gonna work or not since I'm doing it. The trick is gonna be staying out of Casey and Dustin's way as they cut the top.
Me and Dustin are gonna pull out the airsoft, start cutting this out. We got a template, we measured it twice and hopefully cut once, because that's all we can cut is once. If not, we'll just cut the top off and say it was an accident.
Hey, Richard.
What do you want?
Trying to see how you're doing on your project.
Everything's
Flipping
going
cars?
fine. So Daphne's all over me about the 90 grand worth of cars I bought at the Auburn auction, and she can just get out of the way because out of the 5, I already sold 2. I got this guy that came in to look at the Model 8. Well, I was wanting about 15 grand for it.
I was thinking like 8.
He tried to lowball me immediately, but you know what? Got him up to 13 and a half, and that's 3,500 bucks, bing, right in the pocket. Take that, Daphne. Next up, 65 Cobra replica. I didn't have to do anything to it. I bought it, I got a great deal on it, and stuck it up on the interweb for sale. I made it clear this here is a replica. The original Cobras, well, now those were dynamite. Legendary Carroll Shelby pumped a screaming V8 into a lightweight aluminum freight, and bam, you got a classic American sports racer. There are fewer than 1,000 original Cobras ever built, and if you want one of those in the right condition, well, that'll set you back, at least $1 million. My little replica, now that's negotiable. Here you go, 65 Cobra replica.
I'm in the market for a new toy. I think this would be a pretty fun car to drive around town.
351, 5-speed, 9-inch rear, just a good little car.
This is a replica? That looks good.
It's just a fiberglass replica. He actually thought it was real at first. I'm like, it's a $35,000 Shelby, guys. It's not real. It's not $1 million.
Woo. Is a replica supposed to sound like that?
Hell yeah, dude. This is all fun and gun right here.
How'd you get in that thing?
It's tight, dude. Once you're down in it, though, it's nice.
Where's the doorknob?
They're fun little cars, and this one's priced extremely cheap. Extremely.
What's extremely cheap, though?
Let's call it 35 grand.
35 grand.
I practically stole this car for 27 grand. And Wes here, he's got to give me a big chunk more than that for it. You know why? Because anyone who likes speed can't resist a test driving a Cobra.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad, huh? That's pretty quick. It's just a fun toy. And toy is all it is. You don't run to the grocery store in this. You're not taking the kids to school. This is just pure fun. Have a little good time with your money.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So I'm thinking 35 grand.
Man, my pocket sees 25 grand right now, and I see some things I'd like to do to the car to fix it up. Think you can do $25,000 for it?
I can't get down that low, man. I mean, I could sell it like that all day long. You're gonna have to come up a little bit.
I could give you 30 grand for it today. That's in the middle right there, so
30 grand right now?
that's a deal.
All right, that's a deal, dude.
Sweet.
Didn't I tell you? Cobra, gone. 3 grand to the plus, and now there's only 2 cars left from that auction. I got a few nibbles on the 32 Hudson, but nothing serious yet. Now the Rolls, once we get the roof in, the suspension done, this thing is good to go. Or at least as good as it's gonna get.
Me and Dustin knocked this out pretty good. All we got left to do is put it in here, bolt this up, and we'll see where we are from there.
I really don't know how any of this goes because we managed to throw away the stuff. So what we're gonna have to do is puzzle piece this together. This thing's gonna open up backwards.
Son of a Isn't that right?
No, it's not
Can we
right.
call it right in this one?
We got it all bolted up, didn't pay any mind to the instructions, and it's backwards. So it opens up the complete wrong way.
But it feels better this way, though.
You'd be staying in the seat, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I gotta take those 100 screws out, flip it, put the 100 screws back in there. Everything I've done today is just down the pooper. Oh, no, don't look at me. I screwed up.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, the Rolls build closes in on the deadline, then hits a wall.
We just had no idea they connected the rear shocks to the brake system.
And Richard has to prepare for the worst.
I know I'm laughing on the outside, but this is a bad situation.
We're really close to being wrapped up with the Rolls-Royce.
Dustin's got the rear suspension done and the air ride working. So once I get the struts completed and get them installed, we'll be able to lay this thing out and see how it looks. At this point, we'll pretty much be done, except still that pesky leading the brakes business.
So now that I got all the wiring done, I'm hooked up to what switch box. Basically, it has all the switches on it for each corner, all the way up, all the way down, and it has a cool little brass knuckle, so if somebody run up on you, pound the face in. Pow!
Where to, sir? I would like to go. I want some tacos.
Okay, cool.
Take me to the nicest taco joint in town.
All right, let's roll.
Oh, hell. See, I mean, how cool is that? Your destination, sir? Still don't like it.
Get out of my freaking car.
Gladly. Now it's too high for me to get out.
Sweet.
Front struts are in, so now we have a complete suspension. It's the moment of truth. Time to lower the whole car down and see if this Rolls is fit for a troll. It's something. This is sometimes when stupid is cool.
What, y'all just basking in the glory of your handiwork?
Something like that.
I got something pretty cool for you, though. Kind of hooked it up to me. I mean, I got a switch box.
It's personalized.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
That's pretty stupid.
Why?
Dustin.
You can get out of the car now, Kiki. So we're bagged, we're done. We're ready to go to auction?
We have a problem. We don't have brakes. In '81, in all of the British glory and intelligence, they attached the suspension to the brakes. And in my infinite wisdom, I had Dustin actually remove the auto ride setup. And 81 has got a particularly interesting one. The brake system, the pressure pump for it, basically we just had no idea they connected the rear shocks to the brake system. So
Shocks and brakes together.
yeah, my bad. Well, it's their bad first, but my bad second.
Can we be cleaning it and getting it ready for while we're waiting on the other stuff?
Oh, we're fixing a racket again so we can get the brakes fixed.
All right, well, then
Which
do
one
that.
did you sit?
I just want to get it down there.
We have this overly complicated Stabila braking system, which makes the braking very smooth and comfortable for a Silver Spur owner, but it makes our life hell. We've got to disable the auto ride valve, and then we've got to fool it into believing that it's already been reconnected, and then we've got to bleed the brake system. That's assuming we can even get this bizarre suspension, brake fluid. I don't even know what we're gonna do. You see right there, that whole trace full of alien blood. You gonna tell me that's not what that is? I guess the car figured it needed to give us one more dose of weird. Whoever designed this, they either fired him right after this or gave him a Medal of Honor.
So I went up to Auburn, Indiana, and bought a few cars in an auction there. And one of them was this 32 Essex. Great little car, been previously restored, ran and drove. So we got it back here. I had Tony take the pictures, and he stuck it on the old interweb for sale. Other than the Rolls, this is the last car left from that auction.
All right, Carmine, this is that 32, that Hudson Essex I was telling you about.
I'm a bed pillow manufacturer. I own Pegasus Home Fashions. I was interested in older type cars. What kind of engine do you have in here?
This is the Flathead 6 they used in this.
Okay.
This was from Hudson Terraplane Company.
Right, okay.
The Essex was their kind of their two-door sporty model. I mean, check it out. You know, whoever did the restoration on this, I mean, they did a real good job. It's been restored recently. Interior's been redone.
Right.
Runs good.
Beautiful looking car, very clean, I'll tell you.
It is cool.
It was a clean looking car, but the price is gonna matter if I'm gonna buy it or not. I need to know the price before I can even do anything here.
Man, you know, this is a car, I think it's like a $30,000 car. I think I got it listed for 28.
I'm at 15.
15, that's, why are you going half?
Hey, listen.
Is this who started half, or?
Are you the one to make decisions on this?
Man, you know what? Not for 15, I can't. Let me get Richard out here. It's his money. It's just, you know.
What's up?
Hey, Richard, it's Carmine.
Richard Rawlings, how you doing?
Carmine Spinella, how are you?
Man. I'm pretty sure I saw Carmine on an episode of like The Sopranos, but that doesn't mean he can push me around on the price either. I got 14 grand in this car, and he's gonna have to pay a lot more than that, or he's just going home empty-handed.
I offered Tony 15 for it.
Well, that's not gonna buy it. We can put the hood down. But
What do you think it'll take to buy this car then?
if you're standing here and you're talking buying it today, you tell me.
That's why I'm here. I flew all the way from New York for this.
No kidding.
I'll give you one price, $22,000. You let Tony take me for lunch at the Gas Monkey. I got money, you'll be paid today.
Oh, that's a deal then.
You got it.
Right on.
Thank you.
Hey, I
Tony,
appreciate
thank
it.
you. I got a great deal, I think, at $22,000. Can't wait to get back into New Jersey and drive this car around. Be the only guy in my town with a car like this.
Come on in, we'll get you some paperwork done.
got it.
Get me
Thank
paid. Bam! Look at that. Out of the 5 cars I bought at auction, 4 are gone. Now, if we can just get the Rolls-Royce finished and sold, I'll be sitting pretty. And you know what? Then Daphne can shut up like she used to when we were kids.
Justin used troll power to find us some of this alien blood we needed for the suspension and brakes. Well, actually, he called local Bentley dealership and they had some. Hey, the second brake pressure light went on.
It went off?
I called my good bud Michael Longo, and he's an expert on this, and he said to run screaming.
I thought you were the master of everything automotive.
I have never claimed to be a master of this, nor do I ever want to be. 81 Rolls-Royce off my plate.
Well,
This was a horrible
It's
car to
actually
begin
still
with.
on your plate, and I've got to sell it, man.
The suspension and driveline work great.
Well, who needs to stop?
I'm okay with it if you are. It's got a park
Now
brake
it's got to
on it.
stop on the auction block so that then I can sell it.
It's got a park brake.
I know I'm laughing on the outside, but this is a problem. We
Sure.
got like $15,000 in this car now.
This thing, we called the Rolls-Royce people. We said, oh, we have an 81 Silver Spur. And they go, oh.
All right, go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Holding.
We're gonna put some more fluid in one of the tanks up there and pump the brakes more times and hope that it comes back. 1, 2, 3.
Again, some foamy mildew. Do it again.
1, 2, 3. I can feel that in the pedal. It's got front brakes.
Yeah.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, the pimped-out Rolls goes on the auction block.
Chris, can we get him a start him out here? How much?
But is this a pimped-out Rolls kind of crowd?
That's a negative there, Kimosabi.
It's got front brakes.
Yeah.
I've known Aaron for about 10 years now.
Coming to the show, coming to the show.
You got hired on friendship. That means a lot.
It's all front.
So you didn't get hired on no skills or nothing?
Yes, I got hired on skills.
He's my friend. I feel bad for him. He doesn't have a job.
Aaron, we gotta go!
To trolls. Indeed, sir.
You guys have seen me at the auctions. Maybe I get a little excited, have a few too many beers, and buy something that I probably shouldn't. Well, this time, I was perfectly lucid. 1981 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur. This baby rolled across the stage, and I just had to have it.
Perfectly lucid. I think you were perfectly loose. You might have been a little lubricated when you bought this.
Ah, well. Anyway, it had a lot of things going for it. Original interior, in great shape, original engine, still running. Only paid 10 grand for this car, and Aaron thinks I overpaid by about 9. But I liked the car, and I brought it to the shop.
After we got done chuckling and rolling on the ground, we came to the sad realization We've got to make this thing cool.
I'm serious.
First problem, it was just plain too tall. And since 100% of the attitude comes from 100% of the altitude, we knew we had to get it closer to the ground. We knew just who to call. Extensive Metalworks in Houston were able to next day us practically everything we needed to bag this car, except for the front struts. We actually had to manufacture them in-house. But I'll tell you, the wheels, now that's an interesting topic. Since the bolt pattern is 5 on 4 billion or something, it's the biggest hub bore, the biggest bolt pattern in the world, I sent John on a lengthy mission to find rolling stock. Turns out he found the only wheels in America on the shelf cut for this car, and they fit. Can you imagine that? So we're doing pretty good. We've got wheels and air ride, but we needed one more thing to complete the look: coffin mufflers. But when we got done, what you have is what you see before you. One laid out 81 Silver Spur.
But it just still wasn't quite cool enough. It wasn't gas monkey cool. So I said, dude, we're missing something. Figure it out, make it happen.
And then we hit on it. Since we are totally ridiculously obsessed with living large, we need people to see us. So we upped the cool factor by installing a custom sunroof.
Is that a hole for a troll?
You know, I don't know what's left to say. House real big, rings real big, wheels real big. Let me tell you how I live.
Get out of the shot.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
So as you know, the story of this Rolls-Royce began in an auction. That's where it's gonna end.
Look at that. What is that?
It's a Rolls-Royce, dude.
Dude, I don't get that at all.
It's a Rolls-Royce. I've taken a lot of heat for this car, mostly about the condition I was in when I bought it. I mean, I like to have a good old beer every once in a while, right? Nothing wrong with that. Well, this is where the rubber meets the road. Dude, look, American racing wheels on a Rolls-Royce. We're bringing it back, man. That thing's gonna break 25 grand, watch. Huh. At this point, I got about 15 grand in this car, and if I can unload it for 25, that'll clear 10 grand for Gas Monkey and prove to Daphne once and for all that her little brother can have fun when he wants and still make bank.
All right, now we're gonna move on to lot 905. This is a 1981 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur 4-door sedan. Richard, you described this car.
All right. What we did was drop some 20s on it, little air ride, roll back roof. You can roll in style, because you know what? The Rolls-Royce is the troll's choice. Wow, bid to win, because this is no reserve. Running in no reserve, yeah, that's a risk, but it's a Rolls-Royce, man. I mean, this thing's got to bring bank.
No reserve, no reserve. Next one sold. Here we go. Let's go. Get a bit started out here. How much? Anybody gonna get a bit 25,000? Anybody gonna get a bit 25? And a bit 25,000. Where? 10,000. Out of it 10. Here, gonna get a bit 10,000. 5,000. 75. Here's 75. Here, get a bit 5,000. Get a bit 75. Here's 70. Gas Monkey style right here. 75. 10,000. I'm gonna put 10 here. I'm gonna put 10,000 here. Get a bit 10. Get 10 here.
So I stuck it up on the block at no reserve, and it does nothing.
Hey, no, I took 10-5. Ladies in 11, now 12.
Sure, bids were coming in, but they started way too low. The kind of low that makes a seller sweat.
13, 14. Oh, 14. Now to
Gotta get that on up there. To make it the cheapest car in the sale.
I got 13.5. I need you 14.5.
It was so low, guys I know couldn't care less about this car started bidding. Because they can't pass up such a cheap deal.
Make some low and mean. Let's go. Oh, 14 down above here. Look at the top opens. The roof opens. I got 13.5. I need you 14.5. 14.5. Yes, sir. 14. Yes, sir. 15. Out of the 15,000. He got 16. 17. 17,000. Let's do it. Oh, somebody here get a 17. Yes. 17. 18,000. 18. Get him an 18,000. 18. Get him an 18,000. Get him an 18.
Gets up to 17 and it just stalls out. That's a negative there, Kimosabi.
I'm gonna go once, 18,000 going twice, and it is at $18,000. Sold out of the line in Lake Dallas, $17,000.
So you guys have been watching this whole episode. You saw it coming. You knew I was gonna lose. You could have called. You could have told me. Right on, man. Good job. But bottom line is, if you watch this showing up, you know. Don't drink and buy cars at auction. Just happened to that guy. He just bought a bagged Rolls-Royce with a rollback roof.
This week, a beer-fueled auction binge left Richard up to his goatee in cars.
And spent too much money. Boom.
And over 92 grand in the hole. The big monkey had to flip them fast.
1 week, 5 cars.
Richard thought the Bonneville race car would set the pace with a big payday. But it crashed and burned right out of the gate.
Whoa, look at there.
Luckily, the 29 Model A business coupe had more get up and go. The Shelby Cobra replica shifted negotiations into overdrive, and the 32 Hudson Essex took home the big money prize. But the biggest challenge was the 81 Rolls-Royce.
I don't get that at all.
The crew tried to boost its value by adding some gas monkey attitude.
I like it.
But the Silver Spur still got spurned on the auction block. And Richard barely broke even. But in the end, he still crossed the finish line a richer man.
Right on, man.
With 9,000 reasons to get down and party.
Whoa, yeah!
Do you think they'd have any of the Grey Poupon?
Grey Poupon?
Now on Fast and Loud. Hot rod hunter Richard Rawlings and master mechanic Aaron Kaufman have a need for speed when they take on a 63 Ford Falcon race car.
Money back guarantee if it doesn't make it to my shop?
Yeah. But this build comes with a twist.
I'm gonna have to buy this.
As Aaron gets to walk in the boss man's shoes and become the money man.
Budget? Anyone's guess.
But with dreams of victory laps racing through Aaron's head.
Life is racing. Everything else is waiting.
Richard has visions of financial ruin instead.
It's not done. It's over budget.
Meanwhile, a 1919 Nash sends Tom into a funk.
Why are you dancing?
And is there anything Richard won't do to sell a 54 Chevy truck?
I'll buy him dinner at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill.
But when the bill drags on, will racing a Falcon
That's no good.
Not gonna work.
become Aaron's albatross?
All you had to do is blow it apart and paint it.
We're going way out of the way today, man.
How far? Where are we going?
Jay's.
Nordstrom's?
Yeah. He said that, he called me up and said he wants to get rid of that little Falcon car he's been messing with.
Yeah.
So we came over to my buddy Jay's place today to look at a Falcon race car. It's kind of been a project here in the neighborhood for a better part of a decade, probably.
Jim's old car?
Yep.
Huh. I haven't seen it in a while.
So we've known some of the other owners of the car, and now it's sitting in Jay's garage, and he's ready to get rid of it, and everybody's kind of put their stamp on it. So it just needs to be finished. We figured, why not us? We can finish cars. Yeah, because Jim had it down there at that shop. One of the reasons I put Gas Monkey Garage where I put it is because this is kind of like Hot Rod Alley. I mean, all the old guys are here. They all have their little hobby shops and their collections of cars. You know, so if I needed a part or I needed somebody that had some experience doing something or that had a problem, this was pretty much where we'd always go to solve it. So this is where I've always kept Gas Monkey Garage. There is a wealth of cars, information, tools, equipment, everything, all within this square mile right here. Well, hopefully they'll give us a deal on it, because I need to make some jack this week. What up, Mr. J?
What up, Mr. Richard? Aaron? What's happening, guys?
Nada.
I'm Jay Nordstrom. This is my man cave, my race shop. I work on my cars here. A couple of others. It's not a commercial enterprise.
So this is your little car you said you were gonna sell?
Yeah, I'm never going to finish it. I quit racing, so.
You're not supposed to quit racing. You're supposed to quit winning.
I never quit winning.
The Falcon was one of the most popular cars sold in the early 1960s, and this here Falcon, well, it was built by a legend in the hot rod world, Jim Haddon. Jim Haddon's owned or built some of the best cars on the planet. I mean, magazine cars, race cars. He even had a Pinto that popped wheelies. I mean, the 67 Shelby Super Snake, that was his car. But this one was kind of his baby. He's played with it for many, many years. And then he decided to, you know, move off to Florida, you know, the land of the Q-tips. And I gotta have this car. So does it run and drive right now?
Yes, it does.
Huh.
He had top-of-the-line work done, and all I've done is add to it.
You're not kidding, Jay. This is nice. Adjustable panhard bar and
Yeah.
Lower trailing arms.
It looks like it just needs to be painted and decorated up.
Well, it's got some minor build-out stuff.
It's got a full roll cage in it. It's got some real nice chassis work. Runs and drives, but it's just not finished. It needs to be painted, buttoned up, you know, all the little things put back together, and then off we go. All right, so let's get down to nut cutting. How much is it?
$20,000. I wanted $20,000 for the car, but I knew Richard wouldn't pay asking price, so I've known him for a long time.
Dude, that's too much to put into this.
No, Richard, look at the car. So we started negotiating. He came back with a price.
I can't put 20 in it, Jay. How about 10?
I can't take 10.
How about 12.5?
You know where we go from there.
So you want 15?
Oh, we'll take 15.
Is it money back guarantee if it doesn't make it to my shop?
Yeah.
A pretty good guarantee.
All right, dude. 15 grand, I'll take it.
Deal.
Right on.
I'm driving this back.
You can drive that back.
All
It's
right.
fine with me.
About time to see if this car will hold up to Jay's end of the bargain. It had to make it, right?
Has to make it back to the shop. Money back guarantee.
Well, it's time to see if it'll make it back to the shop. And if it won't, well, I'm gonna push it, because I'm really starting to dig this car.
You know I love my job because I never know what wonderful piece of history I get to work on. Well, Richard's had this 1919 Nash sitting around for a while, and he just told me he wants to sell it. So the impetus is going to be on me to get it running. There's no rust on any of the spark plugs, and that's always a good sign. He bought the car from a gentleman in Georgia.
This is a 1919 Nash. It is that old.
Basically, that car was like a Camaro or a Mustang of today. I mean, it's got these huge 20-inch wheels.
Rolling on 20s deep.
Any dude driving that car was a man about town, Mr. Sporty, with ladies all over town. Your little derby, your own derby to match the car. You were a Mac Daddy. I mean, this is such a cool car. It'd have to be some kind of a mechanical or electrical issue that makes someone want to quit driving this thing. So I have to be really careful when I tear it apart to find out why they quit driving it. Something happened. What happened to Stella? Oh, hey, we got gold. Hello, hey. Uh-oh. The rotor button is in 2 pieces. This, I promise you, is why this car quit running right there. This used to be attached right here, like this. And once this breaks off, what happens is that it basically, the electricity can't get to the spark plug wires, and your car just don't run no more. Stella, I'm gonna make you better. We gonna dance.
The deal in this car was if it made it back to the shop without a tow, Richard was gonna buy it. Since I'm here, it looks like we have ourselves a 63 Jim Haddon Falcon race car.
How'd it drive, man?
Well, it got here. I'll tell you, it run pretty good. I don't know that it's got a rev limiter on. I kind of hung it pretty high back there.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. I already like this little car. Now I've driven it, I like it even more. Everything on it is like 65 down.
Old stuff,
yeah, exactly. It's built to be traditional, which I really, really dig. I mean, what they got going on here is almost done. There's a little bit of rust repair back here, but other than that, I mean, we could just tear it down and go straight to paint. We can talk about the rest of stuff later.
What color are you thinking?
I like the car white. It might not be everybody's favorite, but it's hard to hate on it, too. Just simple.
All right, let's just get it done, man. Let's just get it done and turn it. So here's the deal. I got this car for 15 grand. It's a running and driving race car. All it needs is maybe a slick white paint job, some glass put in it. Boom, we're hitting the racetrack. Got a budget of about 5 grand on this. In 5 days, we'll be ready to go. And you know what I got? I got a genuine Jim Haddon race car that I can turn for a profit.
So we got the Falcon here in the shop, and not your typical teardown. The car went apart easily because it never really was all the way back together. The car did run and drive, however, it was completely mocked up. Nothing was permanent about the car at all. So it came apart incredibly easy.
Teardown's going pretty well. Everybody's working really hard to get this car done, and hope to see this thing off to sandblasting here pretty soon.
Ride it, woo! Yeah! So there's a few things left on the body we got to finish up, though. We've got to patch some holes, some rust repair, and basically just finish the metal work that was left undone.
With all the work that's been done over the years on the car, there's some things that just aren't quite finished. So on the fenders, there's a little unfinished work, so I'm making patch panels so we can get them welded in.
So there's just one minor thing I want to improve on the car before we send it out to the sandblaster. Is if this car's gonna be a race car, I want to put a steering column in that's less likely to kill you. This is the column that was in it, and it's basically an adapted factory column so that we can have a quick disconnect on the end of the steering column. Problem is, though, is if the front of the car gets ran into a wall or a cliff or a large rock or a hippopotamus, then what it's gonna do is drive this solid rod back up into your chest. So we have this one right here, which basically, say it's in this configuration in the car, and then we hit a hippopotamus, it goes like this. And so it doesn't drive this part into your chest, which will make you have a much more pleasant afternoon. My day, every day, consists of making cars. That's what I love to do. But I've never owned a race car. I've always wanted one. I've worked on everybody else's, and so I'm feeling a little left out. I love the Falcon. I've always loved the car, and I love the Falcon even more after working on it. And so I really would hate to just finish the car and pass it off to somebody else. So I really would like to hang on to this car. In fact, so much so, I think I'm gonna have to buy this. It's true.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, Aaron makes his play.
I think I'd like to have the car.
And Tom loses round 2 with the Nash.
Tom, why you look like a whooped puppy dog?
I ain't whooped, I'm just frustrated.
So I've been working on Jim Haddon's race car for about 2 days now. I gotta tell you, I really do love this car. A little tight in there. In fact, so much, I think I'm gonna try and buy it. If I can get Richard kind of, I guess, loan me the money in a way to sort of finish the car and have it, that's what I'm gonna try and do. Woo! What up? Oh, not much. Everybody's jamming along. Hey, on this Falcon.
All right.
I'd like to have the car.
So Aaron rolls into my office, and he throws it at me right then. Boom, here it comes. Well, I'd kind of like to keep the car around and race it.
I don't have all the money right now, but I think that if I can make a deal with you in the car and I can get you to front the money to finish building it as a race car.
What does that take?
Basically, to be quite frank, and motor, brakes, wheels and tires, and maybe a couple other little things.
And then you want to have it?
Yep, and just on, the Gas Monkey pay-as-you-can plan.
I didn't know we had one of those.
Well, we're about to institute one, I think. I've never owned a race car, and so I've always wanted one. I've worked on everybody else's. Steve McQueen said, that life is racing. Everything else is waiting. I've waited long enough.
So what do I have in the car? Probably 30?
You mean total?
Yeah.
Maybe something like that, total.
So I'm in a precarious position now, because if I tell Aaron no, then he's gonna be pissed off and he's gonna kind of just not take all that much liking to the Falcon, he'll throw it together. If I tell him yes, then I gotta finance the deal. What am I supposed to do? Can I make 10%?
Oh, for floating the loan? That's fair.
It's not fair. It's a little higher than you can go to the bank and get, but...
You're not gonna loan people like me money. They're not gonna loan that much on a 63 Falcon.
To me, I'm into cars. I like all this stuff, but I've never had a race car, and there's a reason for it. A race car will suck away your budget, suck away your family, and take your home. Every time. How long is it gonna take to finish?
The time frame, not any longer than it already is, really.
As far as race cars, leave those things alone. Unless you're trying to get rid of a wife and a house and kids, go get yourself a race car. It's the #1 thing to do. All right, as long as it's not gonna take any longer and it's out of here, and we'll just do it that way. So I made the deal with Aaron. He's supposed to get the car done, somewhere in the 30 grand range, and take it over. Deal, brother. All right. Making 10% on something that's not even finished. How good am I? It's not a great deal for me, but no harm, no foul. If I can make 10% on the deal, which is what I told Aaron, then that's good enough for Gas Monkey. Let's get it done. Let's get me paid. Let's go have some fun.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. The 63 Falcon is yours truly. It's finally my chance to take a walk in the boss man's docksiders, see what the other side of the desk is like. And to that end, since it's my budget now, we're gonna make some changes to the car to make it a bigger, badder, more badass race car. Something I think Jim Haddon would be proud of. But before we do anything, we've gotta get the Falcon over to sandblasting because to get all this rust off, it would take Casey a week to do it by hand. So we dropped the body down on a cart, tack welded it on. Should be good for transport tonight and get this thing over to the sandblaster. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3.
Guys, I'm a little afraid of the dark.
I'm ready whenever you are, Tom.
Well, I found a problem with the Nash rotor button. I got a replacement ordered, I got it installed, and I need to see if I can get it started.
You gonna get this thing running or what?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Wanna go get some starting fluid?
Yeah.
Just waiting. Half the story of my life is sitting around waiting on you guys to get these cars running. So this car's been sitting around the shop for a while, and I basically got it for free because it was part of a package deal. I'm not real sure what it's worth, but if Tom can get it running, then I can sell it and get some cash coming in. I mean, I'm not gonna see any return on my Falcon for like a year.
What you got there, Tom?
I got some hot sauce.
Some hot sauce, huh?
If I can't get this Nash running, Richard will be livid, and he don't like me to begin with. And I will have to find alternate employment some other place.
This might get interesting.
Yeah, this is gonna get interesting.
Well, I can tell by the way that y'all look that it's hot out here, so I'm going back in my air-conditioned office. Y'all call me when you get started.
Tom, why you look like a whooped puppy dog?
I ain't whooped, I'm just frustrated.
So here we are with the Falcon. Got here first thing this morning. We had to have it blasted. It'd be days on days of us trying to clean all the rust off of this car. But our good friend Johnny's gonna knock it out for us, and we can get this thing back this afternoon and get some primer on it.
My name is Johnny Renier. I'm owner and president of Dust Free Blasters here in Kennedale, Texas. The process uses crushed glass to remove all the surface rust, body fillers, and all the metalwork that's been done to it.
We got the car back from the sandblaster. Now all we need to do is get the sand out. We can get most of the sand out just by using air blowers and vacuums. And right now we've just been kind of pushing around the parking lot, trying to get everything to vibrate out of it. Not a whole lot falling out, to be honest with you, so I think we're doing good. Now that we got the car blasted, it can't sit around and let everybody touch it. The oils and lotions and everything that everybody's got are gonna leave rust prints everywhere. So that's why we got gloves on, to make sure that nobody touches it with their bare hands before we put the epoxy down. Well, almost everybody. We're gonna epoxy it. Both of us are gonna paint it at the same time, and hopefully we can knock this thing out really quick. All right, that's enough. Come on.
Sorry, I was T-boning.
I'm good. So on the Falcon, we decided to go with a period correct white. Me and Aaron came up with a color that came on the Falcon from 63, and then I found a little cooler color that I thought was the 63 pace car white. I think I made a good choice. I think he's a little more happy with this than the other one. It's a little more toned down than the original color. So as soon as the body's done, I can give it back to those guys, and they can start putting the motor and transmission in it. I hope Aaron's happy with this one I'm done. I'm being extra careful in a hurry-up kind of way, because if I mess this one up, I think I'd hear about it forever.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, Tom takes the boss man for a spin.
Check this out.
And Aaron takes one on the chin.
This isn't gonna go in the car.
I'm just gonna my pants and cry.
And later,
I'm buying dinner at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill.
25
Sold!
The Nash didn't start when we had it outside. So the first thing I do is I start at 0. And if I got sparking fuel and compression, I should have a running engine. I had to replace the starter wires because the one just completely dead shorted against the frame.
Who are you talking to?
Jordan.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure.
Okay.
Is this thing gonna run this time?
I hope it does. I'm feeling very confident.
Let her rip, tater chip.
Ready? And all I want to do is let's do some pressure test. I need to know if I'm getting spark.
Yeah, because it should have fired that time.
That should have fired.
Sure is getting hot.
It is. We got a blown fuse.
Not over here.
Well, it's hot out here. I'm going back to my office.
All right. What
I
happened?
see it happen.
What happened?
It'll start now.
Oh, yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
What makes you think so? Oh, yeah, that's nice, Tom.
Yep. That was all the power hots going to the ignition switch. I didn't forget to connect it. I neglected to connect it.
What Tom means is he done something really stupid. He forgot to hook the power wire to the ignition switch, which means the car won't fire. Dumbass.
I knew I needed to connect it. It just didn't get connected.
Hit it. Go spray it. Go spray it.
I was too busy victory dancing. I gotta spray it. It was.
Why are you dancing? What the hell is...
Run, baby, run! Run!
Getting the Nash running is great news. Now I can put it out there for sale and get some money coming in because I'm financing Aaron's labor of love. Oh! Good job. But first, because of Tom Beatbox Smith, I gotta go find myself a clean shirt. Do not ever touch me again, Tom. Ever.
Well, here it is. The Falcon's back from paint, and it looks great. Casey did an awesome job. We went with the same clean look that Jim went with on his El Jefe Mustang. I hope you'll like it. The new plan with the Falcon is to build it into a fast, modern race car. And that means we're gonna need some upgrades, like new brakes, new motor, new wheels and tires, and I've added a couple other components that'll help it on the track. Since the car is now a much more solid race car, we're using a race pack cluster in it, which will monitor everything in the car on a very, very small screen. It'll look similar to this. Also on top of that, I can actually data log, so we can find out what we did right, what we did wrong, what we can improve on so we can have faster lap times. Since I'm going to be putting on new wheels, tires, and brakes, I figured why not go for the whole enchilada and add new suspension, too. The guys who were building this car, I thought, did, well, let's face it, a phenomenal job. Except for one problem, as far as I'm concerned. It's still mostly Mustang suspension. So this is all tubular. It's got a modified sway bar pickup point. It runs a coilover that attaches right behind the ball joint, which gives me more control over the wheel. Quite simply, it's stronger, faster, lighter, gives me more adjustability.
So this is where it goes back for Richard. I try to be a good guy. I'm gonna give him the car. He can pay me back over the next year. Gas Monkey makes 10% on the money, and it's a great deal. Now it's new motor, new suspension, new transmission, new this, new that. Oh, I like this thing. I want to change that. Fenders are too small. I want to get bigger wheels. I want to do all this stuff. And I'm stuck because I already made the deal.
Budget? Anyone's guess. Time? Still on time.
I think what we got to do is just get down to the nut cut. So here's the plan. I'm calling Jim Haddon, and in a couple of days, I'm going to have him come out, check out the car, because I tell you, if anything will motivate Aaron to finish this car and get it done, it's going to be his idol, Jim Haddon, coming by to inspect his work. Let's just get the car finished and get it out of my way so I can start on the next one.
What the heck? That's pretty cool.
Dude, I like it.
Good.
Richard Rawlings.
Dan Shanks, nice to meet you. I'm Dan Shanks, and I'm in the sign business. Was coming to town to pick up some parts for the new truck that I'm working on, and Richard's place was pretty close by, so we thought I'd just run by.
Right on. Where you from?
Texarkana.
People always drop by the shop just kind of showing off their rides and, you know, showing me what they think's cool. What's it got in it?
It's a small block Chevy.
And this guy rolled up this truck. I'm like, pretty cool. Maybe I can get this bought and make a couple of dollars on it. This particular Chevy truck was one of the first ones that had a curved windshield without a center divider or side pieces. It's just a little bit better for you to see out of. It was a technological freaking advancement. It's just a really classic American style.
That's it.
All right, you do it.
It's got a trick.
You don't know the trick very well, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're failing. There you go.
This is the real deal. And all the rust is hand-painted.
What? This isn't real?
No, it's got base coat, clear coat, and then the rust is painted on top.
That patina job you see is actually like artwork. He did it on purpose. It's not made by Mother Nature like we usually say. Pretty daggum good truck. Now I gotta get him to sell it to me so I can make some money on it. You wanna sell it?
I don't think so.
And he tells me, no, it's not for sale. You know what that means? It's for sale. Come on, man, you gotta be willing to sell this thing.
Well, throw an offer at it and let's see what you got.
I don't know, 7,500?
You gonna take more than that?
It's just a beat down old pickup truck. At least I got him talking. A minute ago it wasn't for sale, now it's for sale.
Start at 20 and see what happens from there.
No, I'm not going to 20.
Man, there's still a nickel in it for you at 20. There's a butt for every seat.
Would you sell it today if I make you a real offer?
You make me a real offer.
15 grand, right here, right now.
Kick it up an extra 500 for my expenses to get home, and we can do that.
To get home?
Gotta get home.
Well, 15 grand will get you home, brother. You know what? I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I'll take it. 15.5.
All right, show me the money.
So I gave him 15.5 for it, and I think that's a smoking deal. The leak auction is like tomorrow, so I'm taking it straight there. I'm gonna own this thing for 24 hours and make some moolahs. I just bought a fake patina truck, and I can't get in my own door.
Check this out.
Woo!
And no kidding, woo. On the 63 Falcon, we've already made improvements to make it turn and stop harder, but I wanted it to go faster. And the motor that Jim put in it only made about 300 horsepower, and that wasn't gonna cut it for me. So I've got a brand new Crate 363, it should make about 500 horsepower.
I think it'll get on down the road a little better than that one.
It's putting me another 8,500 bucks in the hole, but during a race, nobody's checking their bank account. All you gotta do is go fast.
Pull the motor mounts, the oil filter adapter, the alternator, pull the clutch, bell housing, and transmission off of it.
Besides, I'll be saving a ton of time and money because everything behind the motor, the clutch, the flywheel, the transmission, they'll all bolt back on. Well, that was my plan at least.
Hey, Aaron.
What's up?
Come here, show you something. This isn't gonna go in the car. It's burnt to This is a very common problem, this clutch being burnt up. It's just like your brake pads. You go real fast, jam on your brakes, well, the more you do it on a racetrack, the faster it goes out. You got a clutch for free, but the thing is, it's shot. So we don't know if that clutch is a year old or 10 years old, but we gotta get a new clutch now.
And Josh? Well, he just kept the good news coming.
Hey, we're not gonna be able to use that on that motor.
While I'm on the phone hunting down a clutch that'll work, Eagle Eye Josh notices something.
I guarantee you that's internally balanced.
The flywheel on the old motor is balanced to the old motor. It just won't work with the new one. The time I can make up. Now, 2,000 bucks for a flywheel and clutch, that's coming out of my pocket. I'm just gonna my pants and cry. I guess this is what Richard feels like when I'm dragging out a build.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, the 54 Chevy starts a bidding war. And Aaron falls behind on the build.
How much more time? How many more days?
I got 4 days left.
Really?
Which country still manufactures Ford Falcons? Is it A, Japan, B, the USA, C, England, or D, Australia? The answer when we come back. Which country still manufactures Ford Falcons? The answer is D. Australia has been producing Falcons continuously since 1960.
So it turns out the problem with the clutch and flywheel is, well, quite frankly, really messing things up. The guys and I stayed late the other night, and we actually put the motor in, but without the flywheel and the clutch on it, we can't put the transmission on. Without the transmission, the car's not exactly gonna go anywhere. Like always, the biggest thing is time, because every day, everyone here still wants a paycheck, and so the longer we don't have parts, the longer that the more money it's gonna cost us before we get the car finished. So while we're waiting on a flywheel and clutch assembly, I've got the guys getting ahead with what they can get ahead with. I've got Dustin working on the door assembly and glass.
Hey, wait a minute, that's a trained professional's job.
Josh? Well, Josh is putting on the rear leaf springs. For myself, I'm actually having to remachine the backing plates for the rear brake assembly. So I'll get the rear caliper brackets machined today and get those on, so we'll actually complete the brake system. Probably try and go ahead and finish up the suspension on it, and basically just try and get to the point where we're waiting on a clutch. If we can get to that point, it would be a good day.
So the build's gone on for a little ways now, and we're over budget. I haven't even gotten a first payment on it, so I don't know where that's gonna come from. And we just gotta finish the car. I gotta draw the line in the sand somewhere, get a total, what up, and give him a bill.
Heads up.
Dude, I was just looking at the sheets with Christy on this one. We're a little above where we thought we'd be.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, is it gonna be a problem? I mean, you went pretty far out on the suspension and motor and stuff like that, so.
The only problem we got right now is the clutch. We're having a problem with the clutch.
All right, but you're still comfortable with the deal, because I mean,
think so.
It's a big number. And we're over on time, too. Yeah. I mean, I need this thing on the ground and kind of out of here. How much more time? How many more days?
I got 4 days left now. So.
Really? I talked to Jim Haddon, and he's pretty excited about the fact that we're building it, so he said he might fly up from Florida and take a look at it.
That'd be great. If I can find a clutch in the next 24 hours.
So the lake auction's going on right now here in Dallas, and they got some slick rides out here. So I told the camera crew, go out and take some pictures of the coolest cars you can find. Well, instead of sexy Mustangs, they shot like women's Manolos or Manolos or whatever they call them. What the? And that's okay with me because things seem to be going my way. The Nash that Tom got rolling, well, I already sold it for $12,100, so I didn't even have to drag it down here. And now there's that 54 Chevy with the faux patina that I got for $15,500, and I'm selling it here today, faux show.
Just like Richard likes it. Nice and rusty on the outside, nice and plush on the inside. That's how we give it 40, 40,
That's the way
40,
I like
30,
it.
10,000, 15,000.
So the numbers start climbing because there's a couple of guys interested in the truck, and let me tell you, that's exactly what I need, a bidding war.
I am 75, all 75 here.
So over here we got bidder number one, we'll call him Rocky. Ah! He's laying down some smack talk to bidder number two. He looks like a Ralph to me.
24,000.
So right quick, the bidding gets all the way to 20 grand and just kind of levels off. And I don't want Rocky and Ralph to calm down. So it's time for me to make a move.
Let's do it.
Chuck yourself.
Hey! Reserves on! We're selling it. Next truck sold here at Lake.
So Ralph keeps chipping away at it, but Rocky, he keeps swinging right back.
24. Hey! 23,500. 24,000. We're gonna hammer. 24 grand! 24,000. 2,500 to bid 5. We're gonna sell it. We're gonna 24,500.
Go in the marquee every place. I'll buy him dinner at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill.
You'll get it. 25,000. 25 grand! 25,000.
Rocky's down for the count, and Ralphie wins with a knockout.
Sold. Another one.
Boom.
Sold her right there. $25,000.
Real good truck for the money. Get out of that.
I actually didn't think it was going to bid up that high, but emotion got the better of me, and Richard promised me I'd get a barbecue out of it. So I'm satisfied. No regrets. I like it.
I bought this truck for $15,500. All I did was drive it straight down here to the auction, stick it across the block, brings 25 grand. That's $9,500 profit. If I could do that every day, probably wouldn't even need a TV show.
So thanks for staying with us this long. I've got some amazing news on the 63 Falcon. The clutch is in the house. Which means a couple of things. First of all, that we can put the tranny in and possibly get this thing fired up. And second of all, that we might actually be done and have a running car before tomorrow afternoon when Jim stops by. Almost turn it. I'll tell you this, I'd hate to have Jim stop by and not have a running car. Just finished putting the header gaskets on, so we're gonna now connect the collectors on it, fill up the transmission, finish putting oil in the motor, put the distributor in. Let's see if this thing will fire.
Fire in the hole.
Done.
I can't believe
believe this thing sounds so good.
It's a great motor. It's supposed to run.
I'm not exactly blown away by that. All we have left to do is put the doors on the car, get the scuff plates on, get the grill in.
How'd that sound?
It's super, super awesome.
So, a lot more coffee, a bunch of Red Bull, and we'll have it out in the morning.
Coming up on Fast and Loud,
Look who showed up.
Jim Haddon sees his old ride for the first time.
All you had to do is blow it apart and paint it.
And the Falcon goes for a spin.
What are you thinking?
So, a gentleman employed at a funny farm north of the border sent me a letter. He described a lot of things. One list of the things were 15 items that I could build to improve the world. The last one wasn't so much a thing as an idea. It simply said 0 temperature, point break, pitchfork arrow. Since I have no idea what any of that means, I simply took the only 2 words that I could understand and made a tattoo out of them.
So I now have a pitchfork arrow.
I think that hit the spot.
Awesome work. Thanks.
Thanks, Rick DeJong.
Here she is, 1963 Ford Falcon race car. We picked up this project already partway down the road. Aaron, he just had to bring it across the finish line. And let me tell you, AK had the hots for this ride right from the start, and boy, does it show. This is one sexy racer that screams, go fast.
I wanted a car that on the outside looked like a really fun street rod, but on the inside, nothing but business. And that's exactly what we have here, is a nice, finished, purpose-built race car. Wow! Once we got in the shop, got it blown apart, gave it over to Casey, and they got to work on it. We actually found a 63 Falcon Pace Car white, and it's actually appropriate for the car. I absolutely love the color white, especially on race cars. When it comes to the black hood, a little out of place, you might say? Absolutely not. I had 360 wraps come over and black out the top of the hood so that it reduced the glare off the hood. Absolute function over form. And the light bar up front, I wanted to see how far I could see, and this thing almost lets me see into tomorrow. I had my eye on a new motor from Ford Racing.
I made a few phone calls, and our friends over at Ford had one on the shelf. They gave us a good deal on a faster motor.
It was a brand new 363 Boss small block Ford. It was pretty special, and I really wanted it. And since we have a much faster motor, when you got a lot of go, you definitely need a lot of woe. And in this department, we called Willwood, and we've got a set of 14-inch rotors up front with 6-piston calipers. Out back, we got 13-inch rotors with 4-piston calipers. Hopefully, that'll bring this car to a halt. Since I've got such big brakes on it, we definitely needed new wheels. We called Forgeline, and they make this amazing, beautiful wheel, ultra light, ultra strong, and that's exactly what I need for this race car. This is about the strongest, stickiest setup I think we can get. When it comes to turning on systems and monitoring everything, RacePack owns it. This is absolutely as good as it gets. I can record my laps, I can monitor everything in the car. It does things that I can't even explain. Well, I can, we don't have time here.
Not only is the car awesome, very good looking, very fast, very sharp, but there's a passenger seat in it, and I can only assume that that is for me because I'm gonna ride in it every single time he takes it out until it's paid in full.
Sounds like a pretty good insurance policy.
Heck yeah. So today's the day Jim Haddon's coming to the shop. I mean, Jim Haddon, what he's done and what he's created in the hot rod world and the drag racing world, you're just getting a little glimpse of what Jim Haddon is. I wish they'd let me do an entire episode about Jim Haddon. Let me tell you, Aaron has taken this seriously. He went out and got the Miley Cyrus haircut. He's all scared because Aaron is the know-all, and he is one of the sharpest kids out there. He knows everything there is to know about these things, but Jim Haddon probably knows a little bit more. Look who showed up, Aaron.
Hey, Jim, what's up, man? Everybody, when you build a custom car like that, everybody has to put their own touch to it. And that's part of what Aaron's done. All you had to do is blow it apart and paint it. Right?
Oh, yeah, enter Aaron. That's what Richard said too. I'll be just taking it apart and paint it. So Jim's here and he's taking a look at the car, and I really felt like Jim was going to appreciate the car being finished and hate the style of the car. There are only slight changes.
He's put some bigger tires and wheels on it. He's changed the brakes and things like that were outside the specs that I originally designed for it. But it's a great car.
The fact that he liked the car and enjoyed seeing it built, I'm thrilled. That's everything I could hope for. But what I'd really like to do is take him for a ride in it.
Those brakes work good, don't they?
We can get it shut down pretty quick. So we went for a ride, and Jim loved it. I could tell the way he was reaching for the brake pedal on the passenger side.
How'd you like that?
It came out better than I thought. Car's cool. Aaron can drive.
Yeah.
I need to have it back.
Damn, I wasn't expecting that. Now I'm caught in the catch-22. I've already made a deal with Aaron. What am I supposed to do there?
What, do you take 50 for it?
Damn, I can't back up on the deal. Yeah, I want to sell it, but I can't. That made me kind of not so good looking.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
I made a deal, I shook a man's hand, and it's Aaron's car. So, you know, in Texas, you're born with your word, and you got to keep them both. All right, sir. See you later.
Okay, car's now in the right hands. Aaron's got the same passion for it that I do. So I can't buy it. I'm gonna go watch it race.
Yeah! The week began with Richard shelling out 15 grand for a 63 Ford Falcon.
Deal.
His plan for a quick flip went off the rails when Aaron turned the tables.
I'm gonna have to buy this.
He struck a deal to tote the note and ran up a tab on parts. To get a flow of cash, Richard pulled out his 1919 Nash, a throw-in from an earlier deal.
You gonna get this thing running or what?
After a little boost and a squirt of juice, the boss hooked her up with a new dance partner. Then, a 54 Chevy truck kept Richard in luck.
Show me the money.
And sparked a bidding war.
Sold!
With Richard going home the big winner. Back at the garage, Aaron wrapped up his lesson in lending. By the time the Falcon was done, he owed the bank of Richard 50 grand, plus the Gas Monkey finance charge. Leaving Richard more than 26,000 reasons to celebrate.
Beer assistant! Whoa!
How about that?
Congratulations, sir. You're proud owner of a
Thank
63
you.
Falcon Ford race car.
That's right, finally.
It's a good thing you don't have family, kids, any of that stuff. This thing will suck you dry.
Couldn't afford it.
I know. But see, I got you here in debt, 50 grand plus 10%. I own you.
শেরাটনের টিমকে অনুরোধ করব কনফিউশন দূর করার জন্য সেই ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টটা নিয়ে আসা হোক। শেরাটনের টিম প্লিজ নিয়ে আসুন। জাজেস কনফিউশন পুরোপুরি দূর হলো না।
আজকে আমাদের টপ 6 পার্টিসিপেন্টসকে একটা স্পেশাল ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট ইউজ করে রান্না করতে হবে। আজকে টাস্কটাই ঘিরে থাকবে সেই স্পেশাল ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টসের উপরে। Confused?
বেশ কনফিউজড।
It is an ancient ingredient from the past. But এটাই আপনাদের ফিউচার নির্ধারণ করবে আজকে।
আমাদের শেফ আপনাদের বলে দিয়েছে অলরেডি এনশিয়েন্ট টেকনিক। সো প্রাচীন কালে এই টেকনিক দিয়ে রান্না করা হতো। সেই প্রাচীনকালের টেকনিকের সাথে আপনাদের এখনকার মডার্ন যে স্কিল আছে বা মডার্ন টেকনিক আছে সেটার মিশ্রণেই আজকে আমাদের রান্না হবে প্রাচীনকালের টেকনিক এবং মডার্ন স্কিলের সাথে মিক্স করে। আচ্ছা আমি কনফিউশনটা দূর করে দিই। শিওর, বেটার বেটার। আমি আমাদের সেরাধুনির টিমকে অনুরোধ করব কনফিউশন দূর করার জন্য সেই ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টটা নিয়ে আসা হোক। সেরাধুনির টিম প্লিজ নিয়ে আসুন।
জাজেস, কনফিউশন পুরোপুরি দূর হলো না, কারণ একে হচ্ছে শেফ বলেছিলেন একটা ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্ট, দেখতে পাচ্ছি একটা বড় পাত্র, সেটা আবার ঢাকা রয়েছে, মানে এর ভেতরে কি আছে সেটা জানার জন্য আমরা উদ্গ্রীব হয়ে আছি।
আমরা এত কনফিউশন না রেখে আই থিঙ্ক পার্টিসিপেন্টস ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্ট আমরা রিভিল করি সবাই একসাথে। আপনাদের সামনের পটটার লিডটা উঠাবেন।
রেডি, 1 2 3 গো।
আমাদের সামনে যখন লবণ নিয়ে আসা হলো তখন আমি বুঝে গিয়েছিলাম সল্ট বেক, অ্যান্ড আমার জন্য সবচেয়ে টাফ একটা মানে চ্যালেঞ্জ আমি মনে করি। আমি সবসময় ভয়ে থাকতাম, টপ 10-এ আসার পর থেকে ভয়ে ছিলাম যে কবে না দিয়ে দেয় এই চ্যালেঞ্জ।
আজকে যখন দেখলাম যে আমাদের সামনে সসপ্যান ভর্তি লবণ দেওয়া হলো, তখনই বুঝে গিয়েছি যে আজকে সল্ট বেকিং করতে হবে।
আজকে শোনার পরে হচ্ছে যে আমি বরং খুশি হই, কারণ যেহেতু একটা পরিচিত চ্যালেঞ্জ, মনে আগে যদিও কখনোই আমি এটা করিনি, বাট মনে হচ্ছিল যে পারবো।
কেমন লাগলো নিশ্চয়ই বুঝতে পারছেন, আমরা আপনাদেরকে একদম লবণের মতন ভালোবাসি।
সো আমাদের আজকের চ্যালেঞ্জ ইজ সল্ট বেকিং চ্যালেঞ্জ। স্টাফিংটা কিভাবে করেছেন?
স্টাফিংয়ে মেইন ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্ট হিসেবে আমি চিকেন কিমা, তারপর সসেজ, কোয়েলের ডিম ইত্যাদি ইউজ করেছি।
রাইস, চিকেন সব কিছু মিশিয়ে খেয়ে একাকার, অনেকবার খাচ্ছি আমি। খুব ভালো করেছেন।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
আপনি ফাইট ব্যাক করেছেন,
থ্যাংক ইউ। চিকেন স্টাফ করেছি সল্ট বেকতে, আর হচ্ছে সটে ভেজিটেবল, হার্ব রাইস করেছি, সাথে মাশরুম সস।
হ্যালো দিবা।
হ্যালো ম্যাম।
আজকের সল্ট বেকিং চ্যালেঞ্জ কেমন লাগলো?
আমার কাছে অনেক এক্সাইটিং লেগেছে, কারণ হচ্ছে যে আমি কখনোই আগে চিকেনকে ডিবোন করিনি, তো করার সময় একটু টাফ মনে হচ্ছিল, বাট এর আগে আমি যে চ্যালেঞ্জগুলি দেখেছিলাম ওইটা থেকে দেখে আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছিল আমি শিখে ফেলেছি, তো করতে করতে আমারটা অনেক বেশ সুন্দর করে হয়ে গিয়েছিল।
স্টাফিংটা কিভাবে করেছেন?
স্টাফিংয়ে মেইন ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্ট হিসেবে আমি চিকেন কিমা, তারপর সসেজ, কোয়েলের ডিম ইত্যাদি ইউজ করেছি।
আজকে আপনার অল 4 ডিশেস ইটস গুড। চিকেনের স্টাফিংটা মজা হয়েছে, আই থট ইটস ক্রিয়েটিভ। আপনি কিমা অ্যান্ড সসেজ দিয়ে যেভাবে করে স্টাফিংটা করেছেন। দ্য বেকড চিকেন আই ফেল্ট ইটস স্লাইটলি আ লিটল ওভার কুকড, মেবি আপনার রেস্টিং টাইমটা বেশি ছিল, অর দ্য ওভেন টাইম, বাট আদার দেন দ্যাট রাইসটা মজা, ভেজিটেবলস জাস্ট সটে করা নর্মাল। আই উইশ আপনি ভেজিটেবলসে একটু different variation আনতেন। সসটা মজা, ওভারঅল ইট ওয়াজ আ গুড ট্রাই। আপনার ফুড আজকে শুধু মজা হলে চলবে না, ইয়োর ফুড হ্যাজ টু বি এভরিওয়ান এলসেস, বিকজ আপনি লাস্ট এপিসোডে বটমে ছিলেন। ইন অর্ডার টু সেভ ইয়োর সেলফ টুডে, আদার্স হ্যাভ টু বি লোয়ার দেন ইউ।
দিবা,
জি ম্যাম।
আজকের সল্ট বেকিং চ্যালেঞ্জের চিকেন স্টাফিংয়ের খুব মজা লাগছে, আর সাথে একদম পারফেক্ট একটা হার্ব রাইস আমার কাছে লেগেছে, খুব ভালো। সেই সাথে আপনি যে ডিপিং সসটা করেছেন পারফেক্টলি চিকেনের সাথে যাচ্ছে, এবং এই সসটা দিয়ে আমি সটেড ভেজিটেবল, দেন রাইস, চিকেন সব কিছু মিশিয়ে খেয়ে একাকার, অনেকবার খাচ্ছি আমি। খুব ভালো করেছেন।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
আপনি ফাইট ব্যাক করেছেন,
থ্যাংক ইউ।
দিবা, আজকের যে সল্ট বেক চিকেনটা ছিল আমার কাছে খুব ভালো লেগেছে।
স্পেশালি যে স্টাফিংটা ভিতরে ছিল সেটা দারুণ হয়েছে খেতে, সাথে সটেড ভেজিটেবল, রাইস, সব কিছু মিলিয়ে আমার খুব ভালো লেগেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ম্যাম।
গুড জব, থ্যাংক ইউ।
কস্টিং সুন্দর করে করা, সবগুলো একসাথে দিয়ে লাস্টে প্ল্যাটারের প্রাইসটা দিয়ে দিয়েছেন, পারফেক্ট, থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ রিবা।
ব্ল্যাক স্কার্পে 3টা পাওয়ার থাকবে। নাম্বার 1, টপ 6 পার্টিসিপেন্টসের মধ্যে যে কোনো একজনের টাইম 10 মিনিটস মাইনাস করে দিতে পারবেন। নাম্বার 2, আপনি চাইলে মেন্টার্স টাইম আউট সেকেন্ড হাফ মানে 1.5 ঘন্টার যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো মেন্টারের থেকে আপনার পছন্দের আরও 2 মিনিটস নিতে পারবেন। নাম্বার 3, আপনি চাইলে আজকে আমাদের 3 জাজেসের থেকে এন্টারপ্রাইজিং স্কিলসে ফুল মার্ক পাবেন।
ওয়াও, ওয়ান টু থ্রি কোনটা?
আজকে আমাদের টাস্ক হচ্ছে জাস্ট বেক ইট। সো বেকিং আমি খুব একটা এক্সপার্ট না, বাট আমার বেসিকটা আমি জানি। আজকে আমাদেরকে 4টা ডিশ খেতে দেওয়া হয়েছে, সেম ডিশটাই আমরা প্রিপেয়ার করছি। আমার ডোটা আমি হচ্ছে রেস্টিংয়ে দিয়েছি, আর হচ্ছে ভিতরে স্টাফিংয়ের জন্য যেগুলো আছে ওগুলো হচ্ছে আমি মেজান প্রেস করে রাখছি।
আজকে আমাদের চ্যালেঞ্জ জাস্ট বেক ইট। বেকিং করতে আমার খুব ভালো লাগে, আর আজকে আমাদের 4টা স্পেসিফিক ডিশ খাইতে দেওয়া হয়েছিল, আমরা খেয়েছি। সেই অনুযায়ী, টেস্ট অনুযায়ী আমরা আজকে আমাদের রেসিপিগুলো বানাচ্ছি। আজকের আমাদের চ্যালেঞ্জের নাম জাস্ট বেকি। তো আজকে চ্যালেঞ্জটা পেয়ে আমি প্রথমত খুশি হই, কারণ বেকিং আমার খুবই পছন্দ। আর আজকের আমাদের টেস্ট করার পর আমি যে 4টা জিনিস পেয়েছি সেটা হচ্ছে চিজ স্ট্র, তারপর হচ্ছে বিফ প্যাটিস, দেন হচ্ছে ক্রিমি চিজি পাফ, আর হচ্ছে যে মাশরুমের একটা আইটেম ছিল আর কি। তো এই 4টা জিনিস এখন আমি বানাচ্ছি, মোটামুটি কনফিডেন্ট যে ইনশাল্লাহ ভালোই হবে।
কাউন্টডাউন দিচ্ছি, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 and time's up. পার্টিসিপেন্টস আজকে রান্নার জন্য সময় পেয়েছেন টোটাল 3 ঘন্টা। এর মাঝে 1.5 ঘন্টা শেষ হয়েছে শুধুমাত্র ডো তৈরি এবং প্রাথমিক কাজের জন্য। বাকি রয়েছে আরও 1.5 ঘন্টা, এবং সেই 1.5 ঘন্টা শুরু হবে এখন।
ওয়েট,
সরি শেফ, প্লিজ বলুন।
এখনো তো আমাদের ফেভারিট পার্ট ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফটা বাকি আছে।
এক্স্যাক্টলি শেফ, কি পাওয়ার থাকছে আজ ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফে?
আজকে অ্যাজ ইউজুয়াল আপনার কাছেও ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফে 3টা পাওয়ার থাকবে। নাম্বার 1, টপ 6 পার্টিসিপেন্টসের মধ্যে যে কোনো একজনের টাইম 10 মিনিটস মাইনাস করে দিতে পারবেন। নাম্বার 2, আপনি চাইলে মেন্টার্স টাইম আউট সেকেন্ড হাফ মানে 1.5 ঘন্টার যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো মেন্টারের থেকে আপনার পছন্দের আরও 2 মিনিটস নিতে পারবেন। নাম্বার 3, আপনি চাইলে আজকে আমাদের 3 জাজেসের থেকে এন্টারপ্রাইজিং স্কিলসে ফুল মার্ক পাবেন।
ওয়াও,
ওয়ান টু থ্রি কোনটা? ওকে, সো আমি অপশন 3 চুজ করতে চাই।
অপশন 3 এর মানে আপনি আজকে অল 3 জাজেসের থেকে ফুল মার্কস পাচ্ছেন এন্টারপ্রাইজিং স্কিলসে। আপনার ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফটা আমাকে দিয়ে যাবেন।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস এবার তাহলে পরবর্তী 1.5 ঘন্টা শুরু হচ্ছে, অর্থাৎ বাকি রান্না, এবং আপনাদের সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন।
understand top 7 এ সেরা রাঁধুনিতে আসা is a big achievement, but if you're not here to win, don't come here at all. আপনার মধ্যে যদি ওই ফাইটিং স্পিরিট না থাকে, আমরা আগেও দেখেছি বটম থেকে টপ স্কোরার হয়ে গিয়েছে, এই মঞ্চেই হয়ে গিয়েছে। শাফায়াত is a prime example. তামান্না হয়েছে in the past. When you give up, it shows. Moushumi, best of luck. That's all I have to say.
মৌসুমি, এই মহামঞ্চ অনেক কঠিন জায়গা। এই প্রেসারে অনেকে টিকে থাকে, আবার অনেকে তোমার মতো জাস্ট গিভ আপ করে ফেলে। যারা গিভ আপ করে তাদের তো আর কিছু করার নাই, এখানেই দি এন্ড হয়। তো আজকে সেটাই হয়েছে। তবে আমি বিলিভ করি মৌসুমি অনেক ভালো পার্টিসিপেন্টস ছিল, অনেক ভালো ভালো আমাদেরকে ফুড প্রেজেন্ট করেছে। সব কিছু মিলিয়ে আজকে এই টপ 7-এ আসা, এটা কিন্তু নট সো ইজি। তো এটা একটা অনেক বড় অ্যাচিভমেন্ট। আমার মনে হয় এটার জন্য তোমার গ্রেটফুল থাকা উচিত এই সেরা রাঁধুনির মহামঞ্চের কাছে।
আপনি খুবই নিউট্রাল, খুবই স্লো অ্যান্ড স্টেডি একজন প্লেয়ার ছিলেন। সবসময় এভারেজ করে করে সে মিডল একটা রেঞ্জে আপনি সবসময় ছিলেন, কখনো হাই না, কখনো খুব একটা লো না। আপনি খেলে যাচ্ছেন, ফাইট করে যাচ্ছিলেন। এটা আপনার কাছ থেকে আশা করিনি। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
মৌসুমি, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। অনেক ভালো থাকুন। আপনাকে এই মুহূর্তে বিদায় নিতে হচ্ছে আমাদের এই মহামঞ্চ থেকে। দর্শক, প্রতিযোগিতার নিয়ম অনুযায়ী আরও একজন পার্টিসিপেন্ট বিদায় নিলেন এই মহামঞ্চ থেকে, এবং আমরা পেয়ে গেলাম আমাদের টপ 6 পার্টিসিপেন্টসকে। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। এবার সেই বিশেষ মুহূর্ত, বিশেষ করে শেফের জন্য ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ। নওশিন, চলে আসুন। নওশিন, দ্বিতীয়বারের মতো আপনি হচ্ছেন ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ উইনার। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
Congratulations. Noshing, আপনার আজকের ডিশটা was one of the best movie dish I ever had in my life.
Thank you, chef.
Thank you for presenting that and good luck.
Thank you. থ্যাংক ইউ শেফ। আজকে আমি ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ হোল্ডার, এটা আমার দ্বিতীয় টাইম ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ পাওয়া। আমি এর আগের বার যখন স্কার্ফ পাই ওটা ব্যবহার করেও আমি খুব ভালো পারফরমেন্স দিতে পারিনি। সো এবারে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ ইউজ করার ক্ষেত্রে আমি একটু সতর্ক থাকার ট্রাই করব। আর টপ 6-এ এসে কাউকে চ্যালেঞ্জ দেওয়াটা আমার কাছে মনে হয় না যে খুব ভুল কিছু হবে। সো যদি এরকম থাকে যে আমি অন্য কাউকে চ্যালেঞ্জ দিতে পারবো, টাস্ক অনুযায়ী যদি আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে দিতে হবে, তাহলে আমি হয়তো সেটাও করতে পারি।
বিদায় নিচ্ছি আজকের মতো দর্শক, তবে দেখা হচ্ছে আগামী পর্বে আরও কঠিন চ্যালেঞ্জ নিয়ে। সেই পর্যন্ত সবাই ভালো থাকুন, আর সেরা রাঁধুনির সকল আপডেটস পেতে হলে চোখ রাখুন সেরা রাঁধুনির ফেসবুক পেজ, ইউটিউব চ্যানেল এবং মাছরাঙার ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে।
বাচ্চার প্রেশারে অ্যাকচুয়ালি এখানে আসা আমার নিজের স্বপ্ন থেকেও আমি বেশি বলবো যে আমার বাচ্চার স্বপ্ন পূরণের জন্যই আমার এখানে আসা ছিল। বাচ্চা আমাকে জোর করে পাঠায় যে তোমাকে যেতে হবে প্রোগ্রামটাতে, তোমাকে ওখানে যে তোমাকে নিজের একটা জায়গা তৈরি করতে হবে। আমি খুবই প্লিজড এখানে এসে। আর আজকে যেহেতু যাচ্ছি, এটা আমি নিজের ফল্টের কারণে যাচ্ছি।
আপনি প্রথমবার পাফ ডো বানিয়েছেন, তার আগে কি আপনি শিখেছেন কোথাও?
আমাদেরকে মেন্টর ক্লাস করিয়েছিলেন, নাতাশা ম্যাম আমাদেরকে শিখিয়েছিলেন।
আচ্ছা,
ওই ক্লাসে ম্যাম যেভাবে শিখিয়েছেন ওইটাই আমি ফলো করেছি আজকে। আজকে আমি বানিয়েছি চিজ স্ট্র, তারপরে হচ্ছে ক্রিমি চিকেন পাফ, মাশরুম বলবনো, আর হচ্ছে বিফ প্যাটিস।
আজকে আমরা যখন ট্রিট দিলাম আপনাদেরকে, আপনার কেমন লাগলো?
ট্রিট পেতে তো ভালোই লাগে, কিন্তু পরে যেটা হলো ওইটা বেশি সারপ্রাইজিং ছিল।
ট্রিট পেয়ে সারপ্রাইজিং ছিল?
না, ট্রিটটা পেতে ভালো লেগেছে, তারপরে যখন এটাই আমাদেরকে আবার বানানোর চ্যালেঞ্জ দেওয়া হলো ওটা বেশি সারপ্রাইজিং ছিল।
আচ্ছা, সো আপনি প্রথমবার পাফ ডো বানিয়েছেন, তার আগে কি আপনি শিখেছেন কোথাও?
আমাদেরকে মেন্টর ক্লাস করিয়েছিলেন, নাতাশা ম্যাম আমাদেরকে শিখিয়েছিলেন।
আচ্ছা,
ওই ক্লাসে ম্যাম যেভাবে শিখিয়েছেন ওইটাই আমি ফলো করেছি আজকে।
ভালো ট্রাই করেছেন, আমার কাছে খেতে খুব ভালো লেগেছে, এক্সেপ্ট দিস ওয়ান। চিজ স্ট্রটা ছাড়া আমার কাছে বিফ প্যাটিস, চিকেন অ্যান্ড মাশরুম এগুলোর খেতে ভালো লেগেছে, ক্রিস্পি ছিল, আর ভেতরের ফিলিংটা আমার কাছে খুব ভালো লেগেছে। থ্যাংক ইউ। অ্যান্ড মেন্টার্স নাদিয়া, নাতাশা, অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ, আপনি শিখিয়েছেন, আপনার স্টুডেন্ট ভালো করেছে।
নসিং, আমি কমপ্লিটলি পূর্ণিমা ম্যামের সাথে এগ্রি করি। আপনার আজকে 4টা ডিশের মধ্যে দ্য চিজ স্ট্র, আই ফেল্ট এটা স্লাইটলি ল্যাকিং ইন ফ্লেভার, এটাতে আপনি আরও অ্যাডিশনাল ফ্লেভার্স দিতে পারতেন। ইটস জাস্ট দ্য পপ ডো অ্যান্ড দ্য চিজ। বাকি 3টা যে করেছেন, বিফ প্যাটিস, দ্য বলেভো অ্যান্ড দ্য চিকেন পফ, এক্সেলেন্ট হয়েছে। ফিলিংগুলো স্পেশালি, ফিলিংগুলো খেতে মজা। অ্যান্ড আমি যদি এই 4টার মধ্যে আমাকে বেস্ট পিক করতে হয়, আজকে আই থিঙ্ক আপনার বিফ প্যাটিসটা সবচেয়ে ভালো ছিল। অল্প সময়ের মধ্যে ফার্স্ট টাইম ট্রাই করেছেন, গুড জব, ভালো ছিল।
আমার বাকি জাজেসরা বলে দিয়েছে, তবে চিজ স্ট্রটা যেটা হয়েছে ফ্লেভার প্লাস এটা একটু ওয়েল কুক হয় নাই, এটা কাঁচা রয়ে গেছে এই যে। আর এছাড়া বাকিগুলো ঠিক ছিল।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
এটা আরেকটু বেক হলে আমার মনে হয় এটা ক্রিস্পিনেস যেটা হয়, চিজ স্ট্র বলি আমরা, ক্রাঞ্চি ওই ভাবটা থাকতো আর কি। আর এগুলোর ফিলিং সব কিছু মিলিয়ে ফ্লেভার ভালো ছিল বাকি তিনটা।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
কস্টিংটা আমরা ইউজুয়ালি কস্টিংয়ের মার্কটাই এন্টারপ্রাইজিং স্কিলসে থাকে। আপনার কস্টিংটা আমি দেখেছি, ইট ইজ পারফেক্ট, বাট আপনি এমনিও 10 মার্কস আজকে পাচ্ছেন আমাদের থেকে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ। Congratulations, Dr. Daoshim.
পূর্ণিমা ম্যাম অনেক অ্যাপ্রিসিয়েট করেছে যে আমি যেহেতু আগে বেকিং করিনি কখনো, আজকে আমি ফার্স্ট ট্রাই করেছি অ্যান্ড আমার ফার্স্ট অ্যাটেম্প ভালো ছিল। অ্যান্ড আমার একটা ডিশ চিজ স্ট্র যেটা ছিল ওইটা ছাড়া বাকি যেই 3টা আইটেম ছিল 3টাই তারা ভালো বলেছেন। সো এরপরে একটু মানে বিগ রিলিফ পেলাম আমি, মনে হলো যে না অ্যাটলিস্ট খুব ভালো না হলেও অ্যাভারেজ একটা কমেন্টস তাদের কাছ থেকে পেয়েছি।
Ôi mày ơi, con này tự nhiên ba đồ này tự nhiên bên trong còn 4 con đúng không? Xịt phát tự chết cả 4 con. Anh không hiểu tự nhiên 10.000 đam. Cái gì đấy, cái gì đấy? Con cóc hơi điên, anh tưởng bài không đánh được nữa, đánh cho vui vui chiêu chiêu ngồi cho đỡ chán. Nhưng con cóc có đánh chết hết đó. Sự kinh khủng ấy, chủ bé cóc ơi, chủ bé Long Di. Chủ bé Long Di kinh khủng quá. Chủ bé Long Di khó khạc và kinh khủng khiếp. Lại rơi đất rồi, người bề tà. Shiba. Mày. thua à? Em mà thua được. Mày. Tao tắt trong một vòng. Ai giờ không kịp ạ. Xem chú bé Nomzi bắn được kinh khủng nữa không nào. Chú Nomzi xịt ở sau ạ, kinh thất. Xịt, ui chết hết. Con Nomzi kinh thế. Con này thật sự rác rưởi ấy. Chuyện làm gì kinh khủng quá. Em như bông hoa mặt trời sự lòng anh. Ở đây mình thấy được nhau, để cho ai nói với em lời chào. Đọc đợi cả tháng của sao lại. Yes sir. 24 con. Mày. Đâu nào. Con này có 1 tỷ máu ạ. Ở đâu mất rồi? Nó phép rồi. Game beta này nữa. Chịu đấy. Đang thành con bố bay trên trời. Bây giờ cuộc sống em ra sao? Let's go. Nó phe fake bay trên trời mất rồi. Một bán. Đấy. Ui kinh thế. Nóm gì? Khác nhót hết cả một sàn. Nóm gì? Ui xịt ra sau cực bi chi lông. Ui con làm gì hồi lông quá đấy. Cực bồ build ấy, build nó còn này là cực bồ build. Tại min tin. Lại một chút. Danh xuất hiện ở thứ tha mỗi lần. Em như con nước trong veo. Có em gần bên. 101 à? Đâu rồi ở đâu? Nước mắt không? Nước mắt đi. Wow, Brie looks so weird. Bị con tướng không chạm được. Nhảy chôn thế. Rồi, AD một mạng rồi, nói so. Một kẻ là chết. Ấy dịu dàng, lợi thì tâm ngọt ngào bé. Cũng là 10 năm à? Nốt nhạc qua cùng cái mic. Vài câu ca. Có lẽ giờ này em đã ngủ say. Mình cứ thả bom lên, mình cứ thả bom lên cái thằng khủng bố này. Thật 200 lần. Thật rồi, hết sức thật rồi, phải không em ơi? What? Thằng ấy vẫn ở đây vậy? Nếu ngày ấy à?